Hello everybody, and it's that time again. We're back with the Asia Preview Skill Tour number 1. This is the final stage though, so I incorrectly put the thumbnail down as Preview Skill number 2, which is not the case. It's still number 1, and I've still got a squeaky chair. I'm really sorry about that. I am assuming that we are still following RN, or Route Nova here, and they will be going out on the hour. And if we have a look at the final stage, we got all the clans who came first, second and third yesterday into the final stage today. So we've got Cat, BB, UI, Der, E4D, ENT, Feast, Great Vet, that is GV, HLV, ID, King, Cam1, Calm, EA, EXO and RN. And it's RN that we are following, and they are first up against EA. So RN did great. They lost to GV in the semi-final, but they turned over Der in the third place playoff, which was it was a great match to watch. EA, I didn't see their roll into today. They also got into third place where they turned over BB. So it's going to be an interesting one today, guys. Lots of teams up for grabs. People are keeping their eye out on Feast. As always, well, Feast unbeaten yesterday. They will go out against EXO today on the hour. So it's all interesting stuff. GV is another one to look out for. They will go out against BB again on the hour. And we've also got HLV, another clown. Recent winners of the Asia Blitz Cup. They will go out against Cats. Cats are playing well at the moment. King is another one that I've got my eye on. Good bunch of lads. They will go out against Der again on the hour, losing yesterday to Feast. So we've got some great teams out there, and it's going to be interesting to see how today pans out. We're not set to kick off until on the hour, which means we'll get the invite in about a minute, to be honest with you. So this is like the ticketed tour, yeah, but where they had the tickets previously, you don't get tickets anymore. If you come first, second, third and fourth, then you get into this part of the tour. And it's all important, guys, because they need those cups. Those cups are what they're trying to get, because the more cups you get, the higher up the standings you get. And the aim this time is obviously to get into the top 8, to get into the Winter Championship. But the teams shouldn't despair too much, because they can also get into the Challengers Tour, because there's a Challengers Tour this time. Let's just jump in the room and then jump out again. I need to make sure that my sound settings are correct. Yes, they are, because the game noise seems pretty low, but it seems okay. There is a delay on the stream, so it's pretty difficult for me to interact. However, I'm not going to jump into the room just yet. I like to jump in at about the 3 minutes and something mark. Not that these guys will ever stream snipe. They got more important things to do than to watch my stream for tips. More likely getting their heads around and getting ready to get into the zone and get their match heads on. Because I mean, these stages, a lot of people don't think they're that important, and they are. And the teams do need those cups, as many as possible, to get into that top 8 for the next round, which happens later. So that's what we're looking for today. So there we go. We're just under the 4 minutes, under the 3 minute mark, so we can jump into the room now. So as you can see, we are going out with RN and EA. First match will be on Oasis Palms. EA on the south spawn, RN on the north spawn. It is a best of 3, so it is, as per usual, first to those 2 victories. So we're looking forward to that. Here come EA. RN already in the room. EA now turning up. So I don't know most of the guys of EA. I've never streamed them before, so let's have a go through the team list. So Forever Love, I've heard of that name before. Bosch Jonsu, I've heard that name before as well. Raftalia, I think I'm going to say Raftalia. Rem Forever, I've come across Rem Forever before. They call me Bayad, they call me Bowd, I'm awfully sorry about this, guys. Just do it. That one's pretty easy for me. I'm going to have to call you WC because I don't know how you pronounce the WCNM, to be honest with you. I already know the RN team. We got Tommy, Alpha CK, Captain, Sagittarius, Oswald, Agi, and King Wars so far. Looking at the way the teams are lining up, we've still got 2 minutes, so they're not fully lined up yet. Oasis Palms is always an interesting map. With you know, in random battles you've got sort of en masse people going to the C cap. In the Pro Tours you generally don't get that. You get the C cap for the spots. That you do see teams going towards the B and the A caps a lot more. So RN have already rated up. We've got Tommy in a Crown Wagon, Alpha CK in a Vickers, Captain in a Mouse, King Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Crown Wagon, Oswald in a T22, and Agi in an E5. Moving over to EA, we got Forever in a Vickers Light, Boss in an E5, Raf in a Crown Wagon, Rem in an E5, They Call Me in an E5, Just Do It in a Vickers, and WC in a Mouse. Although They Call Me isn't not readied up. Oh, he has readied up now. So Mouse is making a showing here on both teams, which is interesting. I mean, that was normally to hold that middle area in the town, potentially a B cap. Not to cap it, but just to, you know, annoy people in that area. Both tanks are taking quite a bit of mobility with the E5s and the Vickers Light, and some good gun depression with the E5s and the Crown Wagons. So it's going to be an interesting one to see. We've also got a T22 there on the RN side. So it is going to be an interesting one to see. They're going to play different strats. Obviously, it's always different from which spawn point you go from. Although I have seen the likes of RN mirror their spawn and they mirror their tactics regarding their spawn. They did so yesterday on Rockfield. Didn't work out for them, to be fair. The first time they did the strat, it did. The second time, which was a mirror of the previous game, it didn't work out for them. So it is going to be interesting to see. I mean, both teams pretty even Stevens on the meta side, to be honest with you. So I'm expecting a good match here. Quite a lot of strategic thinking, no doubt, rather than a lot of brawling. I'm expecting the Vickers Lights to really roll around the map. So we will find out in about 15 seconds, to be honest. Well, it's about 20 seconds because then there's a 5-second countdown where they're going to go. As I said, Oasis Palms, always an interesting map, always full of surprises. So here we go, we're readying up. We're into Prove Your Skill final stage number 1. Going out with RN and EA. So let's get up high into the back of the map as we normally do. Try and work out where these guys are going. And already we've got Just Do It in the Vickers Light heading towards that C cap for the spots. Oswald as well. And this is why I say that you can never predict what strats they're going to take, because I expected the Vickers to come this way and he's not. You can see the Vickers and Captain Captain is heading towards the city as I expected, and the Vickers is heading to that A cap. On the other side, we've got the Mouse of WC heading towards the middle area, and the Vickers of Forever Love are also heading for the A cap. So it's almost a mirror strat for each team. The difference, and you can see the E5s and the Crown Wagons of both teams. Well, the Crown Wagon and Raftalia is holding back, overlooking the A cap. But the E5s, Boss here, Rem, and They Call Me, and just Do It in the Vickers. First Blood went to EA, and you can see here that RN are rotating back out. You can see that T22 of Oswald is moving out there. Agi is just trying to get shots in. Tommy in a relatively open-ish position, but he has got gun depression. Good shot going in there by Sagittarius. Nobody's capped as of yet. The reason being is that Alpha CK has been smacked around a bit. That's why Oswald is rotating back. You can see here Alpha CK is just trying to hold down there. And if we move out a little bit, you see Just Do It. The two Vickers of Just Do It and Forever Love moving towards that area. Oswald is there. Tommy now very aggressive into C, considering there's a lot of tanks around him. Sagittarius also very forward in his Crown Wagon. They Call Me is giving Tommy a hard time. Sagittarius here is also going to be, he's giving them a hard time, but he's going to get a hard time in return. King Wars comes in with Agi in the back, trying to get down Boss. Boss is the target here. Sagittarius gets a good shot in, and there we go. Down goes Boss. So first kill will go to RN. Now they can focus on Rem. The reason being is because he has got better DPN than the Kranwagen. And as you can see here, they are focusing on him. We'll move out. Forever Love has also gone down in the Vickers. But we'll move around. They call me is coming, trying to get in there. So we're just going to leave that battle for the moment. And move over to here because we've got the two Mouses playing off against each other. Captain and WC here in the B cap. EA are being pressured a lot here by RN. You can see they've just lost some more tanks. Boss is down, Rem is down, Forever Love is down. Just Do It is now going down. Sagittarius has gone down though. Leave the two Mouses, no point watching those two, they're just going to brawl. They call me, and Ralph Tiolia are the targets over this side. The Kranwagen goes down, leaving They Call Me, last man standing over here. Just the Mouses left, and you can see that Captain is losing out to WC here, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, at the moment, RN do have control of this. 500 base points, more guns on the battlefield, more HP on the battlefield. It's this definitely a victory for RN. Now Alpha CK, who survived the brawl over on the A side, comes round and it's a double kill. Captain goes down, but so does WC, and the win does go to RN. Good stuff there by RN. Really well played. Great little push through the B cap, catching EA off guard. Great rotation there by Oswald in the T22 to help out Alpha CK, who was all alone on that C cap. So, and obviously the mouse of Captain tying up the mouse of WC, who did fantastic stuff. I mean, you know, Raftalia and WC doing their job, but unfortunately the push and the focus fire by RN just too much for them to cope with. Poor old EA. So back out there onto Oasis Palms. This time we're going to switch the spawn points. Now we have EA on the north spawn and RN on the south. EA have already readied up. Forever Love in a Vickers, Boss in an E5, Raftalia in a Kranwagen, Rem in an E5, They Call Me in an E5, Just Do It in a T22, and WC in the Kranwagen. So the mouse has been dropped for this side of the map. Looking at RN, we have Tommy in a Kranwagen, Alpha CK in a Vickers, Captain in a Mouse, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Oswald in a T22, Agi in an E5. So again, not much change in that meta there for RN. Whereas there is a change in the meta for EA. They have dropped the mouse, despite the fact that the mouse did work with it. There's obviously a different strat that they're going to employ going out this time. I'm not anticipating much around that B cap. So we'll find out. Again, as I keep saying, it's difficult. Oh, squeaky chair. It's difficult to predict what these guys are going to do. You just never know. And that's the thing. But we'll find out very, very shortly as we're about to roll out again onto Oasis Palms. You can see here, hit point wise, well, it's pretty much even Steven. There's only 20 hit points between them. That's nothing. Let's go up into the back and see what EA are going to do this time. So they're making a beeline almost en masse, apart from Forever Love, towards that C cap. Moving over towards the C cap, we can see that, well, it looks like RN are almost going to do, like I said there earlier, a mirror strat, just on the opposite side of the map. And we can see here, Oswald here, just tying up Just Do It. Neither one trading shots at the moment, but now he's got Tommy in support. But just behind Just Do It is a lot of E5s in Kranwagen. And they do know that RM, which is why they're not pushing in. You can see Oswald has moved back out of there. Sagittarius and Ken Walls just waiting in the back. Tommy is basically baiting them to come and to push him. but they're not doing that just yet. Here comes Agi in the E5. Call Me is coming in the E5. He gets a bit of a smacking there, but nothing to worry about. That's a great shot by Tommy into the side of the E5. And another good shot. Call Me is quite exposed here. And as you can see, now EA moving forward, trying to push through, but they are getting bled out. Okay, Tommy's taking a few hits now. Oh, Forever Love there, taking a big hit. He's all alone. He's trying desperately. I'm going to just focus on him. He's desperately trying to get out of there, and he's really struggling. He's now a one-shot, and Alpha CK should be able to take him down quite easily, I would have thought. Yeah, it wasn't Alpha CK, it was Oswald. Moving back over here, though, Sagittarius is down in the Kranwagen. Just do it now, pushing down onto Agi. They're trying to push down onto Agi. Agi is the focus, but now they've got support. Oswald comes back in. The Vickers of Alpha CK comes back in. Down goes Agi. So 2 tanks down, but they have bled out of EA. They are losing hit points rapidly. Just do it here is probably going to be the focus of attention for Oswald. Oswald comes in, tuds the ram, takes him down. King Wars backing out, Tommy backing out. Oswald trying to get Call Me in, trying to take out Call Me. It's a bit of a brawl in this area, but it was a good move, good push by EA, but with the Vickers going down on the other side of the map, it released the tanks for RN, and they've basically countered this push. They have lost 3 tanks, but they are up on hit points. They're up on points. Down goes Raftalia, leaving Rem Forever there on next to no hit points. Alpha CK is going to take him out. Boss is the last man standing. Really good stuff by RN here. Really focused. Great movement around the map. Good control. Great initial push by EA. They pushed down onto the Kranwagens of Sagittarius and Tommy, but they just wouldn't be there. They were just outplayed by RN. RN working the map really nicely. So RN will take the victory. Let me just answer every. Oh, it's on caps for some reason, don't know why. Sorry about that. So RN get the victory. They will progress. Something's going on with my YouTube. Don't know what's going on with YouTube. Something is definitely going on with YouTube. It's gone a bit. I don't know why. Well, I had a bit of a hissy fit then, did YouTube? And it's still having a bit of a hissy fit. I really don't know what's going on with YouTube. It's gone a bit woo-woo. But anyway, let's have a look, see if we've got any other standings. Well, YouTube gives me a cause for concern. So at the moment, we know that RN are through to the next game. They will face off with Calm. That'll be a good one. And that will kick off in about 20 minutes. So we've got plenty of time. Let's see how the guys have done. So Cats. Well, Cats are facing off still against HLV. So that game is probably undecided as of yet. BB. BB have turned over GV. Wow, that is a shocker. Well played, BB. GV will be disappointed with that, so BB will go through, carries on through to the quarterfinals. UI, they've been turned over by Team ID, so they won't progress, but ID will. We're up against, well, they're still playing King, so that one's probably gone to a decider. E4D, well, they're still playing against ENT, so we haven't got a decider on that yet. Feast, well, Feast have turned over XO, and they will face ID in the quarterfinals of today. GV we know, HLV we know, ID we know, King we know. Cam were facing off against Calm, and they lost to Calm. And we know Calm have gone through. They will face RN. EA we know, and XO we know. So we know who's coming through next. So it's time for me to find replays. Let me just find some. I've got some somewhere. Have I got any new ones though? people send me any replays on my Discord? That is the question. No, they did not. Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. So let me see if I've got any. Let me see about some replays. You guys, I know some of you who watched the EU last night would have seen this, but those of you who didn't watch the EU stream last night wouldn't have seen this. This is Yusuf rolling out in his Leo. Quite an interesting game, actually. Just be careful of the bounces. I think he becomes a very lucky man. So, I'm just going to pop and get some more coffee, so give me 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, I just want to say before I go and get my coffee, if you've got any decent replays, guys, feel free to wing them across to me at fujitsblitz@gmail.com. Always looking for replays, especially in the tour season, because I don't play on PC, and because I don't play on PC, it's pretty difficult for me to show anything other than replays. But we'll see. Well, I have got a couple of replays that I haven't shown yet, so I'll get those down and we'll get those up. As I said, if you've got any decent replays, feel free to send them across. I'm more than happy to see them. Now I'm going to go and get my coffee. Okay, I'm back just in time for you to see the RNGesus gods shining down upon Yusuf. And they do, seriously. I mean, don't forget, he's in a Leo, okay? He's in a Leo. So, here we come. RNGesus. How did that bounce? How did a 268 bounce off the arse of a Leo 1? I will never know. But all I can say is, RNGesus. That's all I can say. Because that is like, what? Oh my giddy aunt. How did that happen? But, everybody, that ain't the end of the RNGesus intervention for today. RNGesus works in mysterious ways, and you will find out, and you will see in a moment how mysterious RNGesus actually does work. So, don't forget, there is a Death Star on the other side. Is it going to be the mouse? He's only on 561 hit points, is this poor Leo 1. to 5,688 dished out, 640 bounced, and we just saw that. That was the RNGesus kicking in to work his miracle. Now, it's a bit of a standoff. Here comes the Death Star. 930 pounds to the side of Elio. That's another RNGesus. How? What on earth? How did that happen? You never ever say that RNGesus does not work in mysterious ways, because clearly he does. Even the Death Star is like, what the heck? I mean, that is just unbelievable. I need to actually see that again in super slow-mo. Excuse me while I see that again. It was about here, wasn't it? Was it about here? I don't know, but we're going to find out. That's a bit further. A bit further. So, trying to see here, I can't see where he got smacked by the can't see where he got smacked by the object. I'm trying to see where the bounce mark is, but I can't see it. But here comes the 183 in a moment. I'm assuming that's not where the object hit him. The object would hit him round here somewhere. Maybe, but I can't see the ricochet mark, because there's normally a ricochet or bounce mark. But I can't see it. So I'm just waiting for that 183. Oh, can we see anything on the back? No, I can't see any bounce mark on the back either. There comes the 183. I'm coming up in about a couple of seconds. There we go. Right, now you can see here, the 183 is hitting into his side with Hesh or HE. Although, is that AP? But he's hitting into the side. And I want to see the side of Yusuf's tank here. Again, I can't see the... I think he hit his tracks. He obviously tried to snap the shot. Because again, I can't see any ricochet mark here. Which suggests to me he hit the track, but he didn't break the track. And you can see here, the mouse has hit him and broken his track. But there's no ricochet points. I can't see where he bounced. It hit about here, and there is no bounce mark. So all I can say is that RNGesus does work in mysterious ways. See, if we go closer, I cannot see where that 183 bounced him, other than it hit the track. And if he fired Hesh or HE, then yeah, I can understand that it didn't do anything, because it's not even splash damage, because he's hit the track. That's the only thing I can suggest. I have no idea where the where the object hit though. So that's an interesting one. Interesting one indeed. Maybe you guys have an idea, because I certainly don't. But it's a great game. Well done, Yusuf. And I can only feel sorry for the 183. Well, we've still got 10 minutes. So we've got plenty of time. Oh, I've got some masteries to show from Mark Moore. Let's have a look at the Emil 1951. I haven't seen these yet. These have literally just come through. So that's an interesting one. I'd love to know what you guys think about those two bounces, because for the life of me, I don't know where they are. I have a soft spot, no panic, for Feast is the honest answer. But I also have a soft spot for King. I mean, they were very kind to me and allowed me to roll out with them on occasion. So, I have a soft spot for a lot of the clans. I mean, I like HLV, I like GV. I have soft spots for most of them, to be honest with you. But what's my favourite team? I don't know if I have an outright favourite. I like Feast because I know Maddox quite well. I have a good chat with Maddox. He jumps into some of my live streams on occasion. We have some good conversations. So I think I know Feast better, so to speak. But again, as I said, I mean, I have a soft spot for cats as well. And some of those guys jump onto my streams, and I tune with some of those guys and ex-guys. So it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say with certainty who my favourite Asian team is. Because I like them all, to be honest with you. I must admit, I mean, I do like this Emil 1951. It's I mean, with a full clip, this thing can really dish out some firepower, guys. So it's actually a quite nice little tank. A lot of people said, is it better than the Tech Tree version? Well, I don't know, is the honest. I think they're probably both balanced now. I mean, but this thing can really dish out some pain. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's already done 1500. You really can dish out some pain in this thing. Its penetration is very nice, to be fair. And I do like it. I do like it as a tonk. The thing I found the armour a little bit meh compared to its Tech Tree counterpart, to be honest with you. It's not as robust, I don't think. But its gun is fantastic. It really is. I mean, look at this. I mean, 2,316 dished out now. He hasn't. He's scratched his paintwork a little bit, but nothing to write home about. It's another good tank there, the Centurion Mark 5-1. I mean, that is another good tank, to be honest with you. That thing has the ability to bounce a lot, especially when it's hull down. Boom. So now 3,000 damage dished out. It's not shabby, let's be honest. Here comes the RU. I'm surprised he didn't switch to HE, but hey. You know, he could have hurt the RU, but look at this on the Action X. Push up onto him. Now we're at 3,691 damage. As I said, it is a nice little tank. I do like it. One against two. He's got an eagle to deal with though, but here comes the RU. Doesn't switch it to HE either, but he's going to get him with the one shot. Good bounce from the T-26 Eagle there. Wins on cap points, but he was going to win anyway. Great match for you, just under 5k damage in a tier 8. Really fantastic stuff, really deserved. Hey Mutsu, how you doing? You know, great little battle that. As you can see, 21 fired, 18 hits, 17 pens. No spots and no damage assistance, but he still takes it, and that's Vegemite Tanker. Well, thank you very much, Vegemite Tanker. So we're getting ready now. We're going to get the invite soon, not yet though. So maybe we can have a look and see what the standings are, because the quarterfinals, here we go. So all these are out. Cats, UI, ENT, GV, King, Cam, EA and EXO are out. Into the quarterfinals we have BB, DUR, E4D, Feast, HLV, ID, Calm and RN. So some of the top clans are gone there. I mean, losing GV, one of the top 4 clans, is a blow for GV. Cats will be disappointed, and so will King, to be honest with you. I mean, they were looking forward to doing well at this stage of the tour. But as I said, it's not over yet. I mean, this is the opening salvos. It's only still, you know, number 1. And there's quite a lot of them to go. Feast will be happy, HLV will be happy, ID will be happy, Calm and RN. And don't know much about E4D. I saw DUR yesterday against RN. DUR played well, but they were outplayed by RN. Don't know much about BB either. So these are clans that, you know, you need to keep your eye on, guys, on Asia, because you never know. I'm going to jump into the room, then jump back out again, because you know, it's always good to see up and coming clans. So it's exciting for me as a commentator and a person who absolutely enjoys and loves the tours to see other clans coming in. So I'm going to keep an eye open on E4D, DUR and BB, to be honest with you, along with, you know, the likes. I mean, I'm hoping King will do well this year, and along with Cats. I mean, King had a disappointing tournament season last year. You know, they've always been a relatively really good clan on Asia, but they had a disappointing season last year. So did Cats, to be fair. So hopefully these two are going to sort of give us some more worked on their strats and everything, and give us some more entertainment this year. So we'll see. So we'll jump into the room in about 30 seconds, maybe less, as we get ready for the quarterfinal today. We'll jump in now. So here we go. It's RN against Calm. And I used to know the guys from Calm, but a lot of them have changed their names. So we have Calm Kazoo is leading the team. I don't know if he's the caller. Haru Coconut. Manko. The Devil. Akai. I'm going to have to call you Akai because I can't say Akai Tai Rose 7171. That's just too much. Halcon. And Tai Chan. I know Tai Chan. So we've got Calm, Haru, Manko, I can't remember now. What was it? Sorry. The Devil, of course it was. Aki, Halcyon, and Tai Chan. We know the RN guys, have streamed them plenty. And we have Drabadu and Hyragan sitting on the bench at the moment. We're rolling out onto Vineyards. Always an interesting map again. This time we have Calm on the south spawn and RN on the north spawn. I've seen lots of different strats on Vineyards, some that are really, really impressive, where you have a sort of big push right down through the sort of stream type area to get up behind the back of that cap. And it works from both sides, but you don't see them going through the stream when they're spawning on the south side. That side, they generally sort of head for that ridge area. I've also seen teams send their tanks around to the old ruins to get shots across. So it'd be interesting to see. Looking at the lineups, we start with Calm. We have Calm in a Vickers Light, Haru in an E5, Manko in a Vickers Light, the Devil in an IS4, Haki in an IS4, Halcyon in a Kranwagen, and Tai-Chan in a Kranwagen. Moving over to RN, we have Tommy in an E5, Alpha CK in a T22, Captain in a Kranwagen, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Oswald in a T22, and Agi in an E5. So, gun depression and mobility is the order of the day, apart from with Calm. We've got those two IS4s. No IS4s for RN. IS4s are an interesting call on this map. That generally suggests they're going to go into sort of the townish type area. IS4 does struggle with gun depression, but it is a great haul down beastie. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. And again, it's always difficult to try and predict what strats pro teams are going to use. You know, these aren't random battles. They work on their strats long and hard. Being in a pro team myself, although not a player, being in a pro team myself and you know, taking part in their training sessions, I can say, you know, these clans have numerous strats with numerous meta selections for each and every map, and they work hard at it, guys. I mean, it's hardcore what these guys do. Agi just swapping out there into a 215B, another tank that is fantastic all down. So that's why it's always difficult to consider what strats they're going to take. We can only guess based on their meta selection, but it is almost impossible to say. Hey, Mabex, how you doing, mate? Yeah, HMS Unicorn GV, eh? Oof. Hey, Blaze, yeah. So, here we go. On to Vineyards. Quarterfinal. RN against Calm. See there, hit points. Well, there's not much in it, really. It's about 150 hit point difference. That's nothing. Let's get up high into the back of the map, as we normally do. And see where these guys are going. Already I can see that Calm Kazoo is heading towards that cap, along with Manco, trying to get those early caps and the early spots maybe. No, the Manco's going in, Calm Kazoo's going to the middle area, trying to get those spots. Oswald here, and you can see that they're, you can see what they're trying to do. As I said, that you do see teams running down this stream area, and that's exactly what we've got these Kranwagens doing now, because they're good hull down. They're going to try and get to this middle part. The Devil there, and as I said, they try to get to this ridge sometimes, and that's what he's looking to do, to get shots across. It's a good position. I keep considering pushing over the top onto Captain. Problem is, if you have a look here, there are tanks. Oh no, it is a push. Calm, very aggressive onto Sagittarius and Captain. This could be devilishly difficult for RN to counter. They may lose Captain and Sagittarius here, the two Kranwagens. The E5's rotating back in, and along with the T-22s desperately trying to save the Kranwagens. It's not going to happen. Captain is going to go down here. And to be honest with you, they didn't manage to bleed out Calm as much as they would like to. That was a good move by Calm, pushing in, very aggressive. Coconut is going to go down. There he goes. Cap advantage will go to RN, but they are a gun down, and they are now almost 700 hit points, the difference. These IS-4s carrying on their push, trying to push down onto the E5s. Agi there trying to get shots in. Great DPM in the 215. Down goes Tai-Chan. That is an important kill, but Agi trying to get help here onto Akai Tai. Akai Tai is in trouble. Tommy with a good shot. Agi may be able to get one into the back end. Nope, Keng Wars comes in and helps out. Now Hauklon in the Kranwagen could be in trouble. The 215B taking a big hit there by Banco. Oh, Tommy taken out massively here. Calm Kazoo coming in. Alpha CK pushing onto Manco. Agi also trying to get Calm Kazoo out the game. Down goes Calm Kazoo. Down goes Manco, leaving the Devil. Great regrouping by RN. I couldn't find the words then. To counter that, I didn't think they were able to counter it as much as they did, but what a great regrouping there for RN, giving Calm a big hard time. Calm making a great aggressive move to begin with, really piling the pressure onto RN, but RN very composed, turning it back around again. So RN looking relatively tasty today. Good stuff by both teams. Like I said, I thought the push by Calm was pretty impressive. They managed to get rid of the two Kranwagens really quickly. So, wow, what can I say? That was awesome stuff. Really good stuff by both sides. So now we're going to switch the spawn points. So there we go. So now we have a swap in the spawn points. This time we have RN on the south spawn, squeaky chair, really sorry, and Calm on the north spawn. Looking at the way that the meta is shaping up, well, it doesn't look like there's too much change apart from an additional Kranwagen. So we have Calm Kazoo in a Vickers. Oh, Drabadu is coming in the Kranwagen, taking his place, relieving Akai Tai. Haru in an IS-4, Manco in a Vickers. The Devil in an IS-4, Acreon in a Kranwagen, in Tai-Chan in a Kranwagen. Looking at RN, we have Tommy in an E5, Alpha CK in a T-22, Captain in the Kranwagen, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Oswald in a T-22, and Agi in an E5. So again, not much change from the meta there, and excuse the squeaky chair. Cannot help it. I need to get more Patreons and YouTube members so I can get the funding to get a new chair. Clearly. These things are darn expensive, yeah? I've only had this one like a year. So we're just waiting for it to for the countdown clock. 10 seconds to go. Already RN have got a foot into that semi-final place today. Calm, however, not looking too shabby. They may be able to bounce back from their defeat just. We will find out in about 7 seconds how composed Calm are going to be. So what is the strats going to be this time? It's always a ponder. Let's get a pie into the back of the map. So again, we have the two Vickers, Manco and Calm Kazoo, heading for the middle area, trying to get those early spots. Let's move over to the middle ourselves. Alpha CK and Aswald in the T22 also heading towards the middle area of the map. We have, we have Tommy in the E5. Making, like I said, they aim for this ridgeline area, and you can see that where the E5s are going. The IS4 this time going towards the C cap. Manco taking the base, so cap points will go to Calm first. Crown Bargains are Calm, just holding back. Calm not as aggressive this time. You can see here RN really piling on the pressure over that side. The Devil dropping in to the C cap. Calm now just rotating all the way back to their spawn, allowing RN to take the A cap. Those Crown Dragons will kick into action very soon though. As you can see, they're just holding back here, waiting for the push. Manco coming round. The T22s of Alpha CK and Oswald coming round. They are going to spot these Crown Dragons very quickly. Tai-Chan's got to be careful. He's going to empty his clip and then he's going to be very vulnerable. Here come RN pushing round, trying to track Tai-Chan, doesn't manage it. Alcron is also out, but look at the push by RN. They're pushing through on the B cap, leaving the Crown Dragons as sacrificial lambs. Moving back over here, I'm going to leave those two for the moment because this is an interesting push over this side by Calm. Pushing into Captain, pushing into Agi. Agi not able to reset that cap because there are two tanks there. Manco pushing down onto the E5. Calm Kazoo is with him. And Agi managing to hold off at the moment. But he pushes in, not able to reset the cap, but he gets a good shot in. The rest of Calm, however, trying to get the B cap as well, as trying to get the A cap. The Crown Dragons are not dead. Sagittarius is down. Now the Crown Dragons are down. Haru Coconut, however, he's in trouble. He is in serious trouble. He's now a two-shot. Alpha CK coming in, but they have lost Agi in the E5. That's a big loss on the B cap. Alpha CK coming down, trying to push pressure onto Manco and try and recap. Here comes Oswald as well. He's trying to put pressure onto the Vickers. Oh, that's a great shot by the Devil. He needed to make that shot. Down goes the Vickers. Tommy pushing down onto Haru Coconut. Tommy will have an advantage here if he can get that turret ring. He's got to get the turret ring. Good bounce by Tommy on Haru. Down goes Haru. Devil giving an hard time. Dabruru Mint Latte is in trouble. The Vickers are down. It's only two left. Daburu's going to go down here. Drabado, sorry. Drabado's going to go down here. Alpha CK's got him. The Devil manages to take down Captain, but they're going to lose Drabado, leaving the Devil last man standing. Let's go with him up close and personal. I don't know. He can probably get it on points. They have got two bases, but he's got to stay alive. And Alpha CK is very healthy and in a T22, and it's all over. Oswald also very healthy in a T22, takes him down. Great stuff there by Calm, but again, really good focus fire and resilience and regrouping by RN, and managing to hold off that push by Calm. It was a great push, but unfortunately RN were able to regroup. You could see that the Crown Dragons were sacrificial there. They did their job, allowing Calm to push through the B cap. But boy, Alpha CK and Oswald there in the T22s, vitally important for RN. Fantastic stuff indeed. So congratulations to RN. They will make it to the semi-final today. Commiserations to Calm. They gave us a great game though. Some really exciting stuff going on there in the clan to keep an eye on. And let's see if we've got any other results before I start playing replays. No, not yet. So we will go to replay time. I've got another replay by this is one for every good name is taken. It's not every good name is taken's replay, but it's one for every good name is taken because he loves the Hellcat. I'm now going to get another drink. Bear with me. So, back, and this is Vegemite Tank here rolling out in the Hellcat, which has had a buff recently, and boy, it's a nice, it's a different type of tank, to be honest with you. It's got a bit of, I mean, Martin Dogger did a video called The Hellcat, This Pussy Has Claws, and you know what, he's right. It's a different tank. It is a little bit meaner. I mean, that little buff it got is just, wow, up the ante. It's still, however, paper thin, and you've got to be careful in it. But it does now pack a completely different type of punch, much harder. And you can afford to be a little bit aggressive in it. I mean, it's a great little tank now. It's always, I mean, every good name is taken will always tell you it's been a great tank anyway. But a lot of people do struggle in it, to be fair. Not everybody can have like an 80% win rate or whatever he's got. So a lot of people do struggle in this tank. But this little buff it's recently had has made it a little bit easy for everybody. I mean, it really has. I mean, I've been playing it recently to see if the buff has made a big difference. And, you know, I was never a very good Hellcat player, to be fair. Doesn't suit my play style, in all honesty. Which is, you know, too aggressive. That's the problem there. It's too aggressive. But you can see here what Vegemite Tank is. He's already dished out 1900 damage. I mean, that's fantastic, to be honest with you. Look at the bounces he's getting there. I mean, I wish I got bounces like that. Well, I don't get them. Everybody who shoots me generally penetrates. Which is annoying, yeah. But it's good fun, man. And that kill number 4. God, he's doing well here. He's got a heavy tank to deal with, though. Oh, that's a bounce on the KV. Maybe he can get the Anko. Yep, there goes Anko. Bye, Anko. Leaving the KV-1S. But look at the reload. I mean, okay, he's dropped his adrenaline, but the reload is really good anyway on this tank. Now, with the buff. Backing away, he's only got 23 hit points, but look at this. Oh, that's a big miss. Oh, but his 2 meters and a VK36, you know, it's a totally broken tank in my opinion. I mean, that tank is broken if you know how to play it properly. A lot of people don't like it, but that's because they don't know how to play it properly. But I did a video on it recently, where you can see me bouncing the Smasher three times, and a Tiger 4 times, I think. So. That's a great game. 2,896 damage. Shitload of credits for a tier 6. And well-deserved mastery. If you have a look. 21 shots fired. 17 hits. 16 penetrations. 2 spots, but no damage assistance. So let's have a look, see if we've got Halcyon. Ah, there you go. I didn't know. Halcyon. So now I know. I know now. So in the semi-finals we have Feast, RN, and E4D. Currently, who did HLV play? HLV are still playing. They're still playing Dur, so that's obviously gone. So we're waiting for HLV and Dur basically. So E4D turning over BB 4-0. Sorry, 2-0. Why did I say 4? I have no idea why I just said 4. So they are facing RN next. Feast must have turned over ID. Yes, they did. 2-0. So Feast should be playing either Dur or HLV. And we're just waiting for Dur. And we don't know. So I'm just going to go back to familiarise myself with the E4D guys. So it looks pretty easy. We got Mama, Baby, MD, MA, Peanuts, Papa, Baba, Miller, Nia, Ketu, and Yantama, Kantama, I think. I don't know. But I don't know many of these guys, to be honest with you. I've never streamed E4D before, so this is the first for me. I'm looking forward to it. Squeaky chat, really sorry. Do we have... No, we still don't have, at this moment in time, when the match is due, and due on the just past the hour, so 25 minutes basically. Time for more replays. So let's play another replay game. It's going to be Vegemite Tanker again, mainly because that it was Vegemite Tanker who sent me a load of replays in the email. I'm running out of replays, guys. That's the reason. This time he's in the broken tank. That happens to be the VK36. And I'll be back in a moment while I take a small little boys break. Haha, I'm back. And here we go, watching the broken tank doing what broken tanks do best. Playing in a broken way. Hello, Brian. Brian. I did not expect you to be on. I expected you to be asleep. To be honest with you. Sorry, Brian, I couldn't contain my excitement for you yesterday, so I did kind of, say on the stream a big congratulations to you. That was on the EU stream, by the way. So sorry about that. Well, there you go. Look, that's a great mastery there. It is a broken tank, guys. If you know how to play it, it is broken. If you don't have this little beastie in your garage, you should be sat there saying, why don't I have this little beastie in my garage? Because, boy, this thing can bounce. Seriously, it can absolutely bounce. Almost anything if you know how to play it. Anyway, we've still got time, man. I've got lots of time. Have we got any more? I must have some other replays. Yes, I do. I have Grums from EU in an IS7. So, used to play with Grums when I was in the clan FTC a long time ago. Good player. We used to play in tournaments together. Played the Bronze Series when the Bronze Series was around. We had a guy called Foxy with us then. Foxy was with BPS and he's still with BPS. He's a fantastic player, really good player. BPS are now an up-and-coming fantastic tournament clan on EU. They've always been a good clan, but never really given much thought to tournaments, but they are this time. And we did really well in the Bronze Series. I've got silver tickets and everything. It was good fun. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, Grums was in that team. He's a good player. Oh, wow, 2,384 straight off the bat, just like that. That was an E100. I mean, wow, how to kill an E100. What is it they say in Star Wars? I don't care what planet you're from, that's gotta hurt. Boy, that really has gotta hurt. I mean, ammo racking in E100 within the first 30 seconds of the game. I mean, come on. You gotta feel sorry. At least Grum said sorry, but boy, you gotta feel sorry for the poor chap. I mean, that was just like rude. Well, that's how you get 2,500 damage straight off the bat, eh? Wow. And to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever ammo racked an E100, to be fair. It's pretty difficult to do, ammo racking an E100. That's not an easy tank to ammo rack, because of its armor profile. So that's pretty impressive, to be fair. It's pretty impressive. Wowzers. Squeaky chair. I apologise. Yeah, squeaky chair is just far too squeaky. It's not good really, is it? Sorry about that, guys. I apologise. My squeakiness of the chair. I didn't know it meant peaceful times. That's interesting, thank you. So 5,530 damage dished out there, mainly because this poor old E100 got a massive smacking with that ammo rack. I mean, that's a lot of HP going quickly. It really is. Bless him. But as I said, at least he apologised. So let's find out who got that final spot in today's semi-finals. It's all exciting. Was it Durr or was it HLV? It was HLV turning over Durr. 2-1, so it did go. It did go all the way to a decider. That is good, man. That is good. So we've got some notable clans. Durr really putting up a good fight. Again, another clan to keep your eyes open here on Asia. So E4D, Feast, Hasta la Vista, and RN. So we will be going out with RN. They are up against E4D, which means Feast are against HLV, and they'll be kicking off in, wow, not long, to be honest with you. What is it? It's 4 minutes past the hour. So not long at all. It's about 5 minutes from now. So 6 minutes from now. So I can't really show you much. Let's have a look at what's in the store then. Might as well. Oh, surprise containers. Biggest surprise is, if you buy them, you'll be surprised that you don't get anything. That's the main thing. So be careful, guys, on that. These packages here aren't too bad, though. I mean, I've recently done a WZ111 video. I didn't do a WZ112-2 video, but there is a WZ112-2 video somewhere on my channel. So 10,500 for two relatively decent tier 8s with all their equipment unlocked. And it's not just that. I mean, you're getting garage slots, equipment, and you're getting the 15 certificates for both tanks. And obviously, more importantly, you got Berserker's Axe, Legendary Avatar. I mean, that's what you want, isn't it? You want the Avatar, don't you? Nobody is interested in the tank. They just want the Avatar. That's the main thing. That's what we're after, man. Avatar. Yeah, baby. Oh, I'm looking at the rest of the store. Oh, what a plonker. And then we've still got Blaze and the Glacial. Everything's to do with Chinese New Year, basically. And then looking in the bundles, they will be available soon. So I'll open a container and get boosters. Always good getting boosters. To add to my collection of boosters, which is over here. I've got containers. Why have I got containers? Oh, that's right, because I've got a shed-load of lockbox keys and no lockboxes. Interesting. And I've got a shed-load of boosters. So there we go. So we should be getting the invite coming through anytime soon, to be honest with ya. It's not come through yet, not that I've seen. No, it has not come through yet. And there it is. So we're going out on Desert Sands. Always a fun map is Desert Sands. I do like watching the teams battle it out on Desert Sands. The reason being is because again, you don't know what you're going to get. Are you going to get a brawl in the city? Or are you going to get a brawl in the desert? This is the thing about Desert Sands. It can go either way. And again, you see clans coming down the tracks and then making a beeline for the desert. It's just so many different ways that these clans can play these maps. It's fantastic to watch. And it's always interesting to see what meta they take. Are they going to take fast mobile meta with gun depression? Or are they going to take really heavy, super heavy meta, mouses, E100s and stuff? It always amazes me to watch how different clans come to the maps with different strats and different ways of playing it. It just catches everybody off guard. I mean, as a commentator, it's pretty difficult to call them. And as I said, I myself have been a pro clan on EU and in the NA server. Not that I'm a player, but I do partake in the training sessions and QTs. And they have a lot of strats for the maps, all with different meta. So, Desert Sands, again, it's still best of 3. This is the semi-final. We will have RN on the North Spawn and E4D on the South. We're looking at RN because they have read it up first. We've got Tommy in an E5, Alpha CK in a T22, Captain in a Kranwagen, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Oswald in a T22, and Aji in an E5. Now, that is suggesting to me that they're not aiming for the city. They are aiming for possibly overlooking the B cap, but more of a desert strat area. And the reason I say that is because their tanks are more, they've got mobility with the T22s, they have heavy mobility with the E5s, and they have gun depression with both the E5 and the Kranwagens. So that tends to suggest it's going to be more of a desert-esque type strategy rather than through the city, because through the city, obviously, those tanks, being hauled down tanks, are then pretty wide open. E4D are still readying up, so don't really know what tanks they're taking yet, but it looks like a similar sort of meta, although MDMA and Peanuts are both in IS4s, but there's still 2 Kranwagens, Mama and Baby in a Kranwagen, Near Nude is in a Vickers, and Kantama in an E5, Papa's also in an E5. So that's suggesting that, again, they're looking more of a desert type area, possibly with the IS4s protecting and overlooking that B cap. But we don't know, and this is the glorious thing about tournaments, you just never know. squeaky chair. You just never know what is going to actually transpire with these clans. As I say, they do have multiple strats for the maps with different uses of different meta. So it's always fun to try and guess what they're going to do, and then being totally surprised when they do something completely the opposite. I mean, sometimes it's nice when your guesstimation, comes out, but it's very rare on some occasions. I mean, I remember when I was doing the Blitz Cup for CIS, those guys took me completely by surprise. I mean, I've never seen on this map mouses taken into the desert, and that's exactly what they did. They took, I think it was 2 mice into the desert. And they also took me by surprise on Middleburg, where one of the teams, I think it was G Game or C4, took 5 AMX 50Bs and then 2 Progettos. I mean, that just blew us away. I mean, how do you call that strat? It was fantastic to watch. Squeaky chair again. Awfully sorry, guys. I can't do much about it, I'm afraid. Like I said, I'm saving up my Patreon and YouTube memberships and whatever tips I get to finance a new chair to be less squeaky. But anyway, enough of that. We have got just over 10 seconds before we get into Desert Sands with previous school number 1 final stage group 1 semi-finals. RN against E4D. RN been playing really well. E4D clearly a clan to keep your eyes on. But all that is irrelevant now as we move into the map, get into the game. See their hit points. E4D getting a lot more HP. Well, I say a lot more. It's 1,000 more HP than RN. That's nothing realistically at this level. And as expected, it looks like RN are going en masse into the desert. I did expect them to go down that line. I mean, a lot of clans go down this line and then turn under the bridge. Yet the IS4s are overlooking the B cap as expected. The Crown Wagon with Mama is with them as well. So this was expected. You can see the shots are going into Captain and the Crown Wagon and the Sagittarius. So we have got a bit of a, we've got some shots going in nicely there. IS4's onto the bridge as expected, not bothering with the B cap. Why bother when the entire team is over here? Vickers of near Nudish is rotating back out. Papa and Kantama and the E5s moving in, trying to give support to the IS4s. Let's move over and see what the T22s are doing. Tommy there in the E5 getting a bit of a smacking as he goes over the top. So at the moment E4D have the advantage. They're whittling down RN, slowly bleeding them. And there goes Captain also being bled. I'm interested to see what these E5s and T22s are going to do. They're going to push on Kanatama and Papa by looks in it. But Baby in the Kranwagen is there to help out. And there we go. They are pushing onto the E5s, thinking that when they don't have the support of those IS4s over there, they can stack the tanks up this side, can RN, and push down onto Kantayama, which they're doing. Kantayama's going down here, down he goes, but Captain has also gone down in the Crown Wagon, again another sacrificial lamb. Sagittarius is also looking worse for wear, but Papa may go down here. Papa in the E5, Alpha CK in the T22 maybe have to get a shot onto him, yes he does. Doesn't finish him off though, leaves him as a 1 shot. No, Papa's a 2 shot. No, Papa's gone. So now we're looking at Tommy and Sagittarius. These two are in trouble. Sagittarius, Tommy desperately trying to protect him, but he can't do it. MDMA comes in and takes him out. So now we have a rotation again, this time RN going back towards the middle, trying to pick those targets. Peanuts is the target at the moment. Agi in the E5 getting up close and personal. Good shots going into Peanuts. Down goes Tommy. That was always going to be the case. But Peanuts could go out of the game here. Alpha CK having to back out. He's lost all his hit points almost. Can they get Peanuts out of the game? No, they just can't do it. Peanuts is still in the game. That's a big gun with a lot of damage. Ken Walls, he's now going to be a 1-shot. Peanut goes down, but so does Ken Walls and so does Alpha CK. It's now 2 against 4. The Oswald is being pushed. He's got to get out of the danger zone. Near Nudish is trying to get shots in, but it doesn't happen. Oswald is really being pressured here. Can he take down at least the Vickers? No, he can't. Near Nudish takes him down. Aji is the last man standing. This is going to be one for E4D. E4D, I've got this. Really well played by E4D. Really piling the pressure onto RN. RN can't do nothing. Aji knows he can't do anything. E4D take the victory. Wow. You can see there. I mean, great stuff by E4D. Clearly a clan to keep your eye on. They're clearly coming along leaps and bounds. So that's really, really good stuff. Really catching them, catching the guys off balance of RN as they tried to cross. Great shots going in. And you can see that Captain and Sagittarius really getting pummeled. But now we're going to move to the next one. And for some reason, for some strange and unknown reason, YouTube has decided to have a massive hissy fit. I don't know why. I can't restart. I don't know why YouTube is suddenly having a massive hissy fit, guys. There's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid. But YouTube has sort of gone down. OBS is fine, but YouTube is really struggling. I don't know why it's struggling, but it's struggling. It's very strange. It is very, very strange, guys. There's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid. There really isn't. As I said, I mean, OBS is fine. Everything's churning out nicely. It is YouTube that is being the problem. I can't do anything about it, guys. So I can only do anything about it after this game. So looking at the tanks, we have Alpha CK in a T22 Captain, a Crown Wagon, Ken Walls in an E5, Sagittarius in a Crown, Noel in an E5, Oswald in a T22, Aji in an E5, E4D, well, let me just say, so I've got to carry on, and because I've got a delay, I can't do anything, guys. I cannot do anything because I've got a delay. So all I can do is try and work through it my best. I will restart. I mean, OBS is going out fine. It's not OBS. It is YouTube. Totally YouTube. Nothing much I can do about it, guys, I'm afraid. Anyway, we have E4D, and it's thrown me a little bit because I can't do anything about YouTube. So RN all in the desert again, looking pretty much like what we saw last time. Let's get to the back a little bit further so we can see what the teams are doing. You can see here that RN are taking positions up and around by the ACAP. I'm trying to put pressure onto E4D, which they are doing. They're going to push down onto Papa by the looks on it. Captain, however, is sacrificial again there in the Kranwagen. Really getting pummeled. I mean, Captain here is really looking worse for wear. He hasn't even fired yet. And the Kran, he's going to go down, and he does. So, again, all to do for Alpha CK and Oswald, who are trying their best here to put some pressure onto these E5s. But RN are on the back foot. Noel is my life, also about to go down. He's a one-shot. He's got 53 hit points left, nothing more than that. He goes down, Aji goes down. This is great stuff by E4D. Really piling the pressure on here onto RN. And you can see that RN are really struggling. Down goes Oswald. Alpha CK, Sagittarius and King Wars, last men standing. So it's 3 against 5. They really got their backs against the wall of RN. They need to get rid of that Vickers if they can. Sagittarius maybe. Maybe. Yes, he does. But it's now 4 against 3. Sagittarius is still very healthy, but so does MDMA. Very healthy indeed. Alpha CK is not very healthy. He's about to go. He can get one shot in maybe. Yes, he does. He gets one shot in and he goes down. Sagittarius, however, manages to... Oh, no, it's Ken Wars manages to take down Baby. But now Ken Wars is being surrounded. He's trying to get shots into Peanuts in the E5, but he's got an IS-4 right behind him of MDMA. And you can see there that Mama and Sagittarius are toying with each other. And Mama does have more hit points than Sagittarius. Ken Wars is going to go down here. The MDMA is going to be able to put a HE round into his rear deck. Doesn't need to. Peanuts gets him, leaving Sagittarius as the last man standing. And we'll go from it from Sagittarius's viewpoint. This is a victory for E4D. And all I can say is, congratulations to E4D. They really managed to pile on the pain and the pressure. For RN. So RN do not go into today's final. E4D do. Now, I need to find out. The stream, I'm looking at the stream, it looks okay, but it is buffering a bit. But like I said, there's nothing I can really do about it because it's not from my end. It is literally YouTube. So I can't do much about it. Anyway, let's have a look and see what the standings are. Don't know if there's a third place playoff today, to be honest with you. There is. But I don't know what time. Feast have turned over HLV, so Feast are going into the finals today. We go straight into third place, so I'm just going to pop out of there a minute. Well, YouTube has stopped having its hissy fit. For whatever reason, it was having a hissy fit. So the final is going to be Feast and E4D. We are now going to be rolling out with RN and HLV. So, oh, sorry, can't jump in yet because I just want to make sure that the delay is enough. Squeaky chair, really sorry. Great shots going in. You can see that Captain and Sagittarius are really getting pummeled. And don't even say, did I put oil on it? Yes, of course I did. It hasn't worked. It's just an old chair. It's not an old chair. It's a year old. It's just a rubbish chair, I think. Despite the fact it cost me a lot of money. It's just not a good chair. Anyway, let's jump into the tournament room. We're going out on Normandy. Wildland's helper is here as well because he was following HLV. So unfortunately, nobody is seeing the final today between Feast and E4D, which is a shame. So looking at the way the teams are getting ready here, we have already got RN on the north spawn and HLV on the south. Neither team is readied up fully yet. We've still got HLV turning up. So oh, YouTube again having another hissy fit. I have no idea what YouTube is doing. YouTube has been very unstable ever since the conundrums in America on January the 6th, to be honest with you. YouTube has been very strange since then. But all I can do, the best I can do is work through it. I can't restart the stream, guys, because of the delay, I am afraid. So as much as I would love to, it's not OBS. My OBS is fine. I've not dropped any frames. I've got no overload. My KBS is 6,000, so it's not me. It's not my end. It's YouTube's end, and I don't know. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Anyway, looking at the teams, HLV are readied up first. We have Boa Sorte in an IS-4, 7710 in an IS-4, Blue Planet in a T22. Enjoy Solo in an E5 from Abyss in a T22. Royata in a Kranwagen, in a Kranwagen. Moving over to RN, Well, at the moment we have Alpha CK potentially in T22, Captain in a Kranwagen, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Noel in a Kranwagen, Oswald in a T22, and Agi potentially in an E5. I'm still keeping an eye on YouTube. Not much I can do about it, in all honesty. I don't know what the bloody hell is going on with YouTube. As I said, it's been a bit temperamental ever since the shenanigans in the US Capitol. So it's not helpful, you know. But anyway, we've got a minute to go. I'd love to restart the stream, but as I said, it's not my end. There's no point in restarting the stream. We'll miss the games. And it's not my end that's its fault. It's YouTube's end. So even if I restart the stream, it's not going to benefit anything, to be honest with you. You know, it's not going to make it any better because it's YouTube, not me. And with the delay, we'll miss this game, which is no good. It's no good for anybody. Yes, you will hear a past Fugit. I'm bending space and time.
Also about to go down. He's a one shot. He's got 53 hit points left. Nothing more than that. He goes down. Agi goes down. This is great still fight.
To give you a squeaky chair.
Really piling the pressure on here onto RN. You can see that RN really struggling. Down goes Oswald.
Anyway, it's always going to be a good one. This HLV were the winners of the Blitz Cup Asia. RN had a disappointing autumn season. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens now. I mean, RN just got, to be fair, convincingly smacked by E4D. Are they going to be able to pick themselves up, dust themselves down, and put it behind them? Well, we'll only find out in about 20. We'll find out in about 10 seconds. See their hit point difference this time. RN for a change has more hit points, which is interesting. Don't normally get that. They've normally been suffering from hit points. Normandy, always a great map. Big map, 4 caps. Always interesting to see what they do here. So let's get up into the back of the map and see from a high vantage point where these teams are going. So already we have movement towards the middle of the map for the D area for RN and for the C area for HLV. From Abyss leading that charge in the T22. Router's turned up now along with Enjoy Solo Q, both in E5s. Captain, well, they're going to take the cap first. They're going to get now the D cap, but the cap advantage will go to HLV here. Boasorte trying to get a shot in there. Pretty optimistic. He just hit the ground. You can see that they're stacking up on this ridge. Noel is my life is moving around, looking at that A cap area. And we can see Blue Planet in the Vickers just in the TD spot, waiting to spot anything that probably goes down to that A cap. He does spot Noel is my life. Boasorte is spotted. Kranwagen of Nail up there, look. Nail is in another TD position in the Kranwagen. There's Kranwagens of Alpha CK and Sagittarius trying to push onto this ridge using that gun depression to try and get shots in. Now Blue Planet is rotating in towards that A cap. From Abyss in the T22 is also going to help out. They're probably going to try and flank round the back of Noel, which will be a good move, and they are going to flank around the back of Noel. They're not even interested in the A cap. Shots going in. This may give Boasorte the chance to push forward onto the Kranwagens, which he's going to do. And the Kranwagens are seeing that, and they're looking at 7-7-10. But Noel is my life is in serious trouble down there. He hits it. Oh, he drops down the map. He drops down the little hill. Let's get down there. Blue Planet is really giving Noel in my life a hard time. Noel is my life is going to go down here. I don't think he's going to be winning this battle against Blue Planet. Blue Planet really using that mobility of the Vickers to maximum effect. Haji has already gone down. Let's get back up here, but that battle's over. Rata is going to go down. There he goes, just as we get up here. Sagittarius now, Oswald and Captain trying to push down onto Enjoy Solo Q and Niall. Can they do it? I mean, Enjoy Solo Q is in a bit of trouble here, but so is Alpha CK. Alpha CK being harried by the IS-4 of 7710 and now the T-22 of From Abyss. They've got to get these tanks down. Oh, 7710 really putting a massive roll into Sagittarius. Sagittarius here going down by 7710. Now Alpha CK is the focus of 7710. Oswald and Captain failing to finish off Nail here in the Kranwagen. That could be, you know, disastrous for them. They're losing hit points, being bled out by. They finally get rid of the Kranwagen. Now they got two relatively decent IS-4s. Boa Sorte coming in, Captain in the Kranwagen. He's on his long reload. This is going to be going to HLV, I'm afraid. 2 tanks left. Oswald is going to go down. He's a one-shot. Captain now maybe gets a shot into Boa Sorte. I doubt it. Boa Sorte is looking at that bottom plate. Boom. Good shot into the bottom plate. Losing hit points. Captain's got it all to do. Can't do it. It's all over. HLV take the victory. And yet again, YouTube has a hissy fit. Great stuff there by HLV. Really good movement from Abyss and Blue Planet. Getting around the back of Null Is My Life. Agi going down really early. Basically, RN just being bled out. Oswald doing what he can, but just... And Captain hanging on until the last minute. But it was a pounding and a valiant effort from HLV. So, switching the spawn points. This time, HLV on the north spawn, RN on the south spawn. Looking at the way the teams are lined up, we have Alpha, CK in a Kranwagen, Captain in a Kranwagen, Ken Wars in an E5, Sagittarius in a Kranwagen, Noel in an E5, Oswald in a T22, and Agi in an E5. Moving over to HLV, we have Boa Sorte in an IS4, 7710 in an IS4, Blue Planet in a Vickers, Enjoy Solo Q in an E5, From Abyss in a T22, Royota in an E5, and Niall in a Kranwagen. So not much change to the meta on both teams, to be fair. Agi is contemplating should he change his meta, and YouTube is still saying it's having a hissy fit. I don't know what's going on. We got about just over 30 seconds to go before the game. It is best of 3, and at the moment HLV have 1 foot on that victory of 3rd place, pushing RN down to 4th place. And as I said, it's all about cups at this stage, guys. But this is only the first round of a few rounds. I think there are 6 rounds in total, so we've got quite a lot of time. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube, seriously. So all I can do is hello Harmed Lipsticks. All I can do is carry on, keep calm and carry on, as they say. Not much else I can do about it, guys. I'm utterly sorry. So, what are we going to do this time? What are we going to see? How are they going to play it? Well, we will soon find out. Let's get a pie into the back of the... Oh, I'm trying to get a pie into the back of the map, but it was not letting me. It still won't let me, for some reason. Now it will. Bit of a blip there. So this time we have RN almost en masse heading towards the C cap. As you can see, my ping is going a bit ballistic. HLV, pretty similar to what they did last time. Abyss and Royata this time jumping into that D cap. They're probably going to cap first. Yes, they are. It's minuscule advantage, but an advantage it is nevertheless. And again, RN just stacking themselves up on this ridge. Blue Planet again. I mean, look at that right over there where the TD is. So this is a mirror strat, effectively, to what we've just seen HLV play. Boa Sorte bouncing off Agi there. Abyss again making a movement down to this side. Blue Planet also making a movement again, similar to what we had last time. Alpha CK and Sagittarius again making towards this ridge. Again, similar to what we had last time. Niall again over on this flank. Again, what we had in the last game. So these are mirror strats, to be fair. Again, we're going to rush over here to see what Agi is being faced with. Noel this time is coming around to help Agi, making sure that he doesn't go down too quickly. The Kranwagen's still in the centre. Oh, that's a big roll into Agi there. He's really getting pummeled. Boa Sorte, however, being pushed back this time. So Boa Sorte now being pushed down by Agi, and Noel is my life. But it's interesting. This time, RN are not bleeding as much. HLV are. We're going to leave that battle because Boa Sorte is probably going to go down. This time Captain is being pushed by Ryota. 7-7-10, however, is losing a lot of hit points. Down goes Keng Wars. Boa Sorte is still alive. Alpha CK is in serious trouble here. Down he goes. Sagittarius is now in trouble. So a big turnaround again, this time by HLV. Down he goes. This is my Noel is my life. But Boa Sorte survived that. Blue Planet coming in to help out. Boa Sorte survived that push. I left that battle thinking that Boa Sorte was going to be taken down, but he isn't. Now Noel is my life is in trouble. Down goes Captain. Oswald here manages to take down Ryota, but he is in trouble as well. Great track shot there by Niall. He's going to rush into Enjoy Solo Q's guns though. Abyss is coming in to finish him off maybe. He's trying to. Enjoy Solo Q. Oh, it's down goes Noel is my life. Oswald is the last man standing. He's not going to be lasting, unfortunately. It is going to be a victory for HLV. And really well played by HLV. At one stage there, I thought RN may have had an advantage, but clearly not. HLV grabbing that third place spot. Great games by both teams, but again, RN just slightly outplayed there by HLV. And HLV playing the better game, to be fair. Better focus, better movement around the map. And overall, just outplayed RN. RN had some great games coming into this into the semi-final where they were outplayed by E4D and now outplayed by HLV. So congratulations HLV, commiserations RN, both clans, all clans today that we've streamed, giving us a really good time. Let's see how the tournament is looking up. See if we have a winner. Probably not yet. It's Feast and E4D. Let's see if YouTube is settled down yet. No, it hasn't. But I am looking at the stream on YouTube, and it's very, very weird what is going on with YouTube. Very, very weird indeed. I don't fully know what's going on with YouTube, guys. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm going to wait until, when did they go out? Well, they went out at, oh, they haven't gone out yet. That's the thing. So they've not gone out yet, and nobody's streaming them this. Well, yeah, nobody's streaming these teams, unfortunately. There's no point in, I mean, if you want, I can stay on. It's up to you guys. So I'm just saying in the chat, which you will see after this game, because I can't send it to you now, that basically the final's not being streamed as far as I'm aware, because we were following the teams. So we won't get to see the final today between E4D and Feast, I am afraid. All I can do is I can stay on if need be to show you the final results, but it will mean like 20 minutes of replays basically.
All I can do is
So
carry on.
up to you guys.
Keep calm and carry on, as they say. What Jazz can do about it, guys. That's all.
You have to let me know in the comments. So I'm going to wait
Down he goes.
until I can send that message because I can't send it yet.
So a big turnaround again, this time by HLV. Down he goes. This is my Noel is my life. But Boa Sorte survived that. Blue Planet coming in to help out. Boa Sorte survived that push. I left that battle thinking that Boa Sorte was going to be taken down.
Yeah, very disappointed that YouTube decided to have a hissy fit. I don't understand how that happened.
Oswald here manages to take down Royata, but he is in trouble.
It's very
as well.
strange.
Great track shot there by Niall. He's going to rush into enjoy solo.
YouTube is very odd what it wants to be.
Maybe. He's trying to enjoy solo cube. Oh, it's down goes Noel is my life. Oswald is the last man standing.
You can see I started losing FPS as well.
Thing, unfortunately.
That's YouTube, that's not the game, that's YouTube going ballistic for whatever reason.
Really well played by HLV. At one stage there, I thought RN may have had an advantage, but not. HLV grabbing that third place spot.
Very weird.
RN just slightly outplayed there by HLV, and HLV playing the better game, to be fair. Better focus, better movement around the map. Overall, just outplayed.
So what I'll do, whilst I'm waiting for people to respond, I'll play a replay anyway. For various reasons, and one of those reasons being I want to see if YouTube is still playing up. I mean, it's saying everything's in great condition again now, but YouTube was playing up. In fact, it still is playing up to an extent. The FPS has settled down as well now. It was dropping down to 50, but now it's back up to 60, so yeah, I don't know what's been happening there. Bit of a blip in the internet, maybe. Very strange. Very weird. Incredibly odd. Oh, this is a Mad Games. Oh, I didn't realise it was Mad Games. Sorry about that. YouTube isn't even showing me now my comment that I just posted. That's really weird, you know. Just such a temperamental platform when it wants to be. It's a really weird platform when it wants to be. See if I can get it to work. I can't get it to work. It's, I don't know what's going on, guys. It's very weird, very strange. This YouTube malarkey, it's gone very odd this afternoon. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's just peculiar, with a capital peculiar. Wow. Now everybody's seeing my message twice, which is even more peculiar. As Darth Vader says, don't be so proud of this technological terror that you have created. Yes, I'm looking at you, YouTube. It's very weird, man. Very, very strange. So anyway, let me know, guys. I mean, watch this replay of Yusuf going out in Mad Games. I didn't realise it was Mad Games. Excuse me, but that doesn't matter. Let me know. I mean, I can stay on and tell you the results of the final. But they've only just started. And we weren't going to get an invite to that. Would have been nice if we would have got an invite. Would have been great to have seen, you know. It would have been nice to have seen. Still waiting to see if anything comes in the chat. Nothing is coming in. I'm not getting any chat now, which is really weird. And I mean, you know, really weird. But YouTube is really playing up at YouTube's end. Very, very weird, guys. What I'm getting here from YouTube. Some very interesting signals indeed. So, I don't know what I can do about it. Bizarre, yeah. Just strange, eh? I don't get it. It's very, very strange indeed. Oddness upon oddness upon oddness. Yes. I mean, it's still buffering, I've noticed. But YouTube is now saying everything's in excellent condition. I have no idea what is going on with YouTube. No idea at all.
Oh, this is a Mad Games.
Yeah, it's YouTube being a real... Anyway. Like I said, not much I can do about it, guys. There's no point me I can't restart the stream because of the time delay. Plus, there's no point me restarting the stream anyway because it's basically over now. I'm just waiting for the result to come through from the final. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm not waiting on anything else. As soon as I get those results, that'll be the end of the stream. Assuming, of course, people want me to carry on streaming until the results come through, which they may not. I don't know. I mean, because all you're seeing is replays now, to be fair, and a laggy replay because of YouTube.
Very weird, very strange.
Really nice game. As you can see, I didn't get invited to the final. The final's now underway. Let's see if we've got any results coming through. No results as of yet. They're going out on Dynasty's Pearl, so that's what we're looking at. Let's have another replay. We've got 2 more replays to play, then after that... Oh, I haven't got 2 more replays to play. I've got 1 more replay to play. The other replays I've just been saying is to help somebody action it. Oh, I need to drop that. Come here. There we go. Unbelievably laggy. It's really laggy, yeah. I'm gonna have some fruit pastels. I don't know why it's so laggy. I mean, the FPS is dropping a little bit, but not much. I mean, the FPS is down to 60, and my FPS is churning out at 60. So I don't know why it's looking so laggy on YouTube, but it is. My KBS is fine. My drop frames, I haven't got any drop frames. I've got no encoding overload, so I have no idea is the honest answer why YouTube is being the way YouTube is being. just confusing. Totally confusing. Really weird. It shouldn't be like that. Let's have a look at... no, YouTube is saying everything's going out in excellent condition now, so I don't understand what's going on, to be fair. And I'm getting no chat messages either. Oh! I'm getting no chat messages coming through from YouTube. So I have no idea. It's really bizarre, man. And I mean really bizarre. Oof. Flying turret. Fly, turret, fly. It's like mega weird. It's like really weird, yeah? I've never seen it so laggy. Especially when everything is saying everything's fine. Well, bizarre with a capital. Bizarre. And as I say, I'm not getting the chat coming through, so I have no idea what people are saying because my YouTube is not showing any chat. Either in YouTube, like either in the zone where it's sort of meant to be telling you the chat, or not. So I don't know if anybody's responded or not at the moment. I have no idea. Is the honest answer. Strange, but true. Weird. It's just weird, man. Now it doesn't seem to be so laggy, which is equally weird. I don't know. I have no idea. That's a great game there by Grums in the Grill. Great mastery, difficult tank the grill. I always struggle in it, to be fair. I'm not a great grill player. Really good stuff. Let's have a look, see if we got anything on this final. Doubtful. They've only been playing for... first game's done. Still nothing from the final as of yet. Well, I've run out of replays. Well, I haven't. I'm lying. Somebody sent me one. It's another Hellcat. So we'll have a look at that. And that should take us up to the end of it. By the time the Hellcat's finished, then we should, in theory, see YouTube. I'm going to fit again. We should, in theory, yeah, no, YouTube's died again, guys. And I'd give you the screenshots of what's going on, but there's nothing, literally nothing going on at my end. Everything's fine. Yeah, so it's really, really weird. And I mean really weird. So it's YouTube, yeah. Yes, it's very odd. Very, very odd indeed. I don't know. I don't know what to say. My YouTube studio is telling me that there's nobody watching and there's nobody talking. So I have no clue, guys. Literally no clue. I mean, I can only go on the information that YouTube gives me, and the information they give me is, well, nothing at the moment. But the information OBS is giving me is that everything is fine and dandy. OBS is saying everything's fine. There's no problems. So OBS is saying, you know, you haven't got an issue, but YouTube is saying that there's a major issue to the point where there is no signal, no data being transferred at all by YouTube. It's really bizarre. Really, really bizarre. So, I don't know. I have no idea. It's now telling me that everything's fine again, but it's not. Oh. Oh. So what I just did, I just stopped the stream, dropped the delay off, and started to restream in the vain hope to see if that settles YouTube down. It seems to have done that. I mean, I've done that because obviously I don't need to stream with the delay anymore because the games are over. So I don't need to stream with that anymore. But let's see if we get a result. That's all I'm waiting for now. It's just the result. Still don't have a result, so I'm still waiting. I've now definitely run out of replays. Let's see if somebody says anything. Hello. That's just waiting for the final result to come through. It's not through yet, so it shouldn't be too much longer. I mean, I'm assuming they've gone to the I'm assuming now that they've gone to a decider. I don't know yet. Soon find out. But YouTube seems to have settled down a little bit after that blip. I don't know what the blip was for. There was a blip. And then we're still not getting the messages come through from YouTube for some strange unbeknown reason. YouTube is still not sending me those messages, which is disappointing to say the least. Feast 2-1 is the update. Thank you very much, Winter Fox. I appreciate that because I've got nothing here. And there we go. So Feast turnover E4D 2-1. Thank you, Winter Fox. That therefore leads me to the end of my stream. Sorry about all the issues there. But yeah, like I said, I mean, YouTube is YouTube. There's not much I can do about it. Squeaky chair. So that's it for me. I'm going to go off now, and basically I'm back again later for EU. Thank you everybody for joining me this afternoon to watch this the final stage here on Asia. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. And those of you who are around later for EU, I will see you then. Hopefully, we'll be following Loca. So until then, bye for now. I don't know what the blip was for. There was a blip. And I'm still not getting the messages come through from YouTube for some strange unbeknown reason. YouTube is still not sending me those messages, which is disappointing to say the least. Feast 2-1 is the update. Thank you very much, Winter Fox. I appreciate that because I've got nothing here. And there we go. So Feast turnover E4D